Hey YouTube, this is Zach with Achilles Financial, and we are back with some stocks in review. However, I do want to highlight that the purpose of today's video is to review a lot of the Chinese stocks. The reason that those are going to be of particular importance is over the course of today and yesterday there has been repeated statements of there is no new negotiations associated with the Phase 1 China trade deal that the US and China entered late last year. However, there seems to be discontent from the China side saying, hey, due to the coronavirus, we don't have these expectations of meeting all of the requirements in the deal. And on the US side, we are saying we're not going to budge on those statements. So what does that mean? So as far as the broader market went today, we already saw a sell-off of some key indices, with further breakouts already being announced in South Korea, China, as well as Germany. With all of that happening, what does that mean for the broader market? So the stock in review that I really want to look at, and then we'll move on to a few others, is Alibaba, or Baba. This is known as the Amazon of China. They are huge. They are massive. They raised $13 billion in a few hours, if I recall, last year when they opened a listing on their secondary exchange of the Hong Kong stock market. So they are huge, massive company. And I want to highlight what happened today is look at the sell-off there at the end of the day. Didn't quite hit the lows of the day because they've seen a lot of positive momentum over the course of the past week. However, boom, got killed today. So what does that mean on a go-forward basis, particularly as this is a company that is, I want to highlight, 100% rated buy, as well as I think the last time I looked at them, when I was planning on doing a video on just them for announcing earnings. We now have them announcing earnings next week, and they are just, expectations are massive for them. Yeah, we had a huge sell-off today. So what's going on there? What is the expectation going forward? So it actually closed at 199.73. So just a little bit of deterioration since close. I want to highlight that I think China stocks are still a good bet long term, but we're about to see some pain here in the near future if some of these trade tensions escalate. So what are the plans there? What are the potential plays? I'm looking pretty far out. You can see that I'm still tied up in some calls on Bank of America stock, which is going as well as bank stocks can be right now, which means it hurts a lot. But we're looking at puts for some of these Chinese stocks. I'm looking at the June and July contracts. So if I were to look at July 17th, I like some of these way down here puts. The reason for that is because I think there's potential to get down there. Now, as you can see, there's already a lot of premiums going on here for these stocks, but I don't think that 170 is out of reach at this point in time. I'm going to look back right now. Again, we're at 199. If you look at the 3-month graph, we were already down around the 170 time range. However, look what happened when we were already having the conversation China trade war back in 2018. As you can see, we saw a lot of the back and forth here, and then again in 2019 as that head-to-head conflict with the US and China even then. So I don't think it's outside the realm of possibility, and I want to flip those for a healthy premium. So that's what I'm looking at. We'll see what those options are or what those premiums look like here at the end of the week. But that's what I'm looking at for Alibaba. I do think that all of this could blow over, so feel free to not follow the trade on that. Again, 100% buy. Over the course of the past week, we're still up almost a full percentage. I may be wrong, but I think that it may be a worthwhile bet, just depending on what's going to happen and if that rhetoric ramps up. However, they do announce earnings next week, so what could happen there? Again, there's still some possibility there to make a play and ride earnings up if this blows over, but I think that those tensions are going to continue, so you may have the ability to flip a premium there. That's my review of Alibaba. Again, there's a few other stocks that we could look at. Before I look at some of those other stocks, I do want to highlight, look at the new UI or the user interface that Robinhood has rolled out. I really like it. I think it looks really good. This has been done great. This looks good. This must be what happened with the money that they raised in the last round of funding. So as you can see, I'm getting killed on my calls right here. But we're hopeful that we're gonna rise up a little bit. So the bank stocks are what's giving me a problem right now. I do want to highlight, you can see a lot of the Chinese stocks are not doing as well right now. We talked about JD.com earlier this week. I was talking about some potential call plays. I may actually be looking, so even over the course of the past week, we did see that rise up, and it may make sense to short this one as well. So I'm going to be looking at these Chinese stocks and see if we can make a play there. Let me know in the comments below what you're looking at, what are some of the plays you'd like to discuss, and if there's something you'd like to see me review and get my opinion here on the channel today. So if you have found this content helpful, please leave a like and subscribe. Thanks everyone. I'll talk to you later. Bye.